Hi everyone, welcome to Models and Agents for Beginners, episode 89 for July 1st, 2026. Let's break down today's coolest AI news so anyone can understand it. Some awesome AI developments today, and we're going to make all of it make sense. Let's get into it. Here's something that's going to change how you turn research into something you can actually watch and share. Google just added a new feature to its NotebookLM tool. This tool now turns whatever documents or notes you upload into short vertical videos that look like TikTok clips. Each one runs about 60 seconds and includes narration, visuals, and text that pops on screen. Think of it like handing a messy stack of homework papers to a super organized friend who instantly edits them into a fast-paced mini-movie. The system pulls out the key moments from your sources and arranges them so the story flows quickly. Google shared an example where it took a long article about Australia's war efforts and turned it into something watchable in under a minute. This matters because students and creators often spend hours building slides or editing clips for projects and social posts. Now the work happens almost right away. It connects directly to things like class presentations, quick YouTube ideas, or short recaps of books you are reading for school. For you personally, it means your phone or laptop can help turn boring research into something visual and fun without needing any video editing experience. The feature is rolling out now to people who already pay for Google's AI Ultra or Pro plans. To try it yourself, head to the NotebookLM website, upload a few sources like a PDF or web article, and look for the new option to generate a vertical AI clip. Start with something short like the backstory of your favorite game and see what it creates. Okay, now for my favorite part of the show, the deep dive. We are going to look under the hood at how NotebookLM actually builds these clips. You know how when you are scrolling TikTok, the app already knows which short clips will keep you watching by picking out the most interesting parts from longer videos. Now picture that same idea, but applied to your own notes instead of videos. First, the system reads everything you upload and breaks it into small chunks like individual sentences or facts. Then it decides which chunks are the most important or surprising, almost like choosing the best highlights for a sports recap show. Next, it matches those highlights with simple visuals and a voice that reads them out loud while lining everything up so the whole thing flows in about 60 seconds. The whole process feels like turning a long book report into a movie trailer that still tells the main story without adding anything extra. That is what NotebookLM is doing when it makes these clips. It is not inventing new information. It is simply smartly picking and arranging what you already gave it. Once you see the steps laid out like that, the whole thing starts to feel less like magic and more like a clever sorting system you can actually picture in your head. Let's move on to some cool stuff you can try right now. First up is an AI keyboard that lives directly on your phone. A company called Acti built an app for iOS and Android that lets you create custom AI shortcuts using normal words instead of code. It works inside any app where you type, so you could ask it to rewrite a message or pull up quick facts without switching screens. This puts helpful AI one tap away during everyday texting or note-taking. Anyone with a smartphone can try it. Download the Acti keyboard from the App Store or Google Play, then type a natural sentence like, "Make this sound more friendly," to build your first shortcut and test it in messages or notes. Next is a chatbot that keeps your chats private. Proton just released Lumo 2.0. An updated version of their privacy-focused AI that adds more capabilities while promising not to store or sell your conversations. It is useful if you want to ask questions about schoolwork or personal projects without worrying about data being saved elsewhere. You can try the upgrade this week by visiting Proton's site and looking for Lumo. Start by asking it to explain a topic you are studying and notice how it handles the request without needing extra signups beyond a basic account. Now for a couple of quick bits. Usage data from a recent analysis reveals that ChatGPT continues to be the most frequently accessed AI chatbot among people in the United States. Other alternatives are emerging regularly, yet have not overtaken it in popularity. This pattern highlights how the initial chatbot that individuals encounter tends to remain their go-to option. Users rely on it frequently when they need answers to simple inquiries. Creative tasks also benefit from its assistance according to the observations. The source for this information is the keyword .co. Meituan is the company responsible for developing an enormous AI model. It contains 1.6 trillion parameters in total. The training process relied exclusively on hardware originating from China. Such an achievement indicates that substantial AI systems are no longer limited to specific regions. Additional countries and areas can now participate in creating these advanced tools. This expansion might result in greater selection for users worldwide. The report originates from thedecoder.com. And that's a wrap. If any of today's stories made you go, that's cool, go play with it. Curiosity is how every expert started. See you tomorrow. And if you'd rather watch than listen, find us on YouTube at NARA Network. Links in the show notes. And before you go, this show is part of the NARA Network, a family of daily podcasts on tech, science, and markets, each one a short, sharp briefing you can finish on the commute. If today earned its place in your feed, here's your next listen. Environmental Intelligence, the Environment and Climate Policy Brief for Canada. Find every show free at naranetwork.com. This episode used AI voice synthesis of my voice. Editorial selection and analysis are my own.